Cunanan. Tonight's topic is the BCDA and the rule of law, and especially in regard to the current controversy over the SM Aura Mall in Taguig City. Now, my guest tonight is Arnel Casanova, and he's the President and CEO of the Basis Conversion Development Authority. And welcome back, Attorney Casanova, to our second segment. Now, Attorney, just to sum up, okay, so for our viewers, SM Group, okay, applied for a permit to construct, but with an entity called Bonifacio Estate Services Corporation, private entity composed of all the landowners in Bonifacio Global City. Isa na rin doon yung BCDA. Now, it was denied, and then from here, they went now to the Taguig City Hall and applied for a permit, and they were granted a permit. Now, okay, I was talking to you earlier about the relationship between Bonifacio Estate Services Corporation and Taguig City Hall, and you know, it seems that in the weight of things, right? In the weight of things, the approval of City Hall would be heavier, or would have greater weight than the approval of the Bonifacio Estate Services Corporation, very long name, which is essentially a private entity, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. What are your comments on that?
Well, I think there must be a distinction because Taguig is coming in two roles here. One is the regulator of land uses in the city, which under the local government code, they really have the power to classify land and based on a zoning ordinance. And the second is a donee, a recipient of a donation.
The land, the 5 hectares, composed of the 33 hectares that you guys, BCDA, gave to them in 2008.
Yes. So in terms of land uses, they may probably reclassify land uses. That's true. That's their power. But as a donee, as a recipient of a donation, they must comply with the conditions for the donation. So those two roles of Taguig must be distinguished. So yes, they may have the power to do that, to reclassify lands, but they cannot violate the
original conditions, of the donation.
Yes. And also, because the donation itself speaks clearly that they should comply with Republic Act 7917, which is to utilize the land for national and local government centers, sports facilities, and parks. So, and we are expecting that the local government unit, being a government entity itself, must uphold the rule of law in the same way that we are expected to do that.
Are you saying now that the Taguig City government, in granting a permit, that clearly the purpose was not included in the original condition of the donation, which is sports civic center, sports facilities and park, etc., etc. Are you saying now that it engaged in an illegal transaction with SM? Was that transaction illegal?
Well, based on the facts that are existing now, it appears, and there's no doubt now that it's a mall. Everyone now looks at it as really a mall. It's a public knowledge now. So it's really a clear violation of the Republic Act 7917 and the deed of restriction and the deed of conveyance that we convey the land to them.
Yes. Now, Attorney, a lot of people watching are probably wondering the same as I, that, okay, why didn't you guys act earlier? Like example, okay, I'm a private citizen and I actually drive on C5 to the Kagitingan driving range where I hit balls to relieve stress. Anyway, I passed that property for the past 2 years, and you know, and even my friends in the area, we all knew that, we all had an inkling. People were saying that this is going to be a mall. So how come BCD? I mean, people like me, private citizen, had an idea already that this was going to be a mall, and people were talking about it. How come BCDA didn't act earlier, like maybe a TRO, or I mean, you know?
No, actually we did. As I said, as early as 2009, the application for the building permit was actually denied by BESC. And in 2011, we even wrote a letter to them reiterating the restriction. And that letter is, upon that letter is attached the Office of Government Corporate Counsel's opinion saying that the restriction still stands. However, you know, legally, we cannot yet prove that it's really a mall.
Until it really
operates as a mall. Because you see, it's just a building. All of us have been hearing rumors. But you know, officially, we wrote them, and that's why last month before the opening, I wrote a letter to Hansi to try to confirm whether it's a mall or is it a civic center.
And what was the response from
The
Mr.
response
C?
was a forcible occupation of BCDA Road, the McKinley Parkway, which is now the feature. I think there's a YouTube video.
What is this McKinley Parkway? What is
McKinley
this?
Parkway is the road right in front of the SM Aura Mall.
Okay, okay,
And it's a unfinished road.
okay.
In May 6, SM, together with Taguig Police and traffic personnel, dismantled forcibly the fence that BCDA put there for the safety of the public. You know, the reason why it's closed is it's unfinished. That road has never been opened. So it's not true that we are blockading that road. In the first place, that road has never been opened.
Okay.
Because it's unfinished.
Okay, attorney. So your issues with SM, aside from the fact that they weren't supposed to build there, and they got this permit from the city of Taguig, issued them a permit which was questionable. One of your issues is actually the safety of the area. Now I understand we have some photos that you supplied us about with the retaining wall and the parkway. So can we have those photos, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is this, attorney?
Yeah, those are the fence of BCDA that was removed forcibly without authority. You take a look at those.
What is this? This is part of the barricade that BCDA put on the McKinley Parkway.
McKinley Parkway for the safety of the public, so that they won't enter that area.
Okay.
So those are the concrete barriers which they removed also, and those are the excavations that they did. That land is BCDA land, even up to now. It's not part of the donation. So that road is BCDA.
And they're already doing something there.
So they trespassed on
BCDA property. Okay.
So and now you see those equipment. It's digging a paved road already. So they are actually destroying what has already been built by BCDA.
Yeah.
And you see that.
This is still the same road. This is
still the same
parkway.
road. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one is, you see that retaining wall.
On the lower right-hand portion of the screen.
The lower right-hand is a community of people, formal settlers.
Yes.
So, and that's the road which is being protected. The slope of the road is being protected by a very, very thin wall.
That is the retaining wall.
And that's not actually, a temporary retaining wall, but you cannot open the road with that kind of protection, because if you put pressure on the road, it will collapse and will bury the families living under the road. So we were saying that we cannot build on it yet until a retaining wall is built for the safety of the residents living under that road.